Bam, going live. Welcome. Entrepreneurs Pro Se School. Yeah, we changed the name again, but I think we're going to stick with this new one because it makes sense. Entrepreneurs Pro Se School. We provide the tools, you do the work. You guys know how that goes. If you guys are coming from Facebook, please go to this follow this link at the bottom of the screen here and give StreamYard permission to use your Facebook username. Otherwise, you show up as Facebook user. And if you want to make a comment, we'd like to know who we're talking to. Now, you can be Facebook user and leave a comment if you want to. That's okay. Welcome to the stream tonight. Originally was going to do a stream tomorrow, but then my wife reminded me that tomorrow was Easter Sunday and that I was going to be busy. Okay, so we moved the stream to Monday because, well, that stream is still set for Monday. I want you guys to come to the table with your excuses to sorry ass judge put on the table to remand your case back to state court, or any excuse the judge did to do anything to you. You can bring to the table on Monday, and we're going to talk about that and about options and about different things. So. Tonight, we're just going to jump on here for a little while, and we're going to talk a little bit about handling the judge's order, because that seems to be a situation that people are contacting me on before they get their ducks lined up. I'm making a note here. Stuff that I need to touch on. So that's what we're going to. We got somebody here already. Welcome to the show tonight, David. We're glad you're here. Hopefully, we'll throw some fire on the table that you'll be able to take and use to change your punching strategy. Now, we're going to just kind of get to work here because I am excited when it comes to, well, I love helping you guys learn how to punch attorneys in the face. But when it comes to punching the judge in the face, I'm ready. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about, I'm trying to get my mic set up here so I can see, and people can see my eyeballs, because that's important. So tonight we're going to talk about a little quick situation thingy about how to handle the judge's order and what you need to know about the judge's order bullshit crap. Sorry. Yeah, I call it bullshit because it is, and we're going to get right into that. Super Not, welcome to the show tonight. Now, you guys make sure that you ring that bell so that you get a notification. Well, it's too late now because I already posted it. So make sure that you know that it's going down on Monday night, and Monday night is when we're going to talk about, how to stop the judge from, well, basically what we're going to talk about is the same thing we talk about all the time: how to stop the court process. How to stop the court process. That's pretty much what it is. And people tell me, oh, no, but I'm in a foreclosure, or but I'm not. I'm in a tax thing. I have special, unique circuit. No. I have people telling me, oh, well, I didn't pay for I paid cash, so I didn't have a mortgage loan. Well, they're making you pay property tax, right? Well, yeah, so they're screwing you. So, it's just, Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. It don't matter if it's foreclosure, or it's tax lien foreclosure, whatever. Did they deliver your property deed to you? No. They didn't deliver it to you as mandated by the state property transfer statutes. They didn't deliver it to you. They registered in their office and then they made a copy of it and sent you a copy. Now, if you did that to someone, sent them a copy of the original deed to make them think that they had a controlling interest or whatever, yeah, they would be knocking on your door in the morning to haul you off to go have a chat. So we can't do that, but they sure can. And most people don't realize that having that deed recorded, I call it registered, some people call it recorded, don't matter, just a play on words. Having them fail to deliver your deed is what started all of the problems. I don't care how unique or whatever. If the deed is not delivered to you, then they violated the real estate deed law. It's real estate deed fraud is what you call it at the gate. And the things that we do are, in my program, we're doing to address that, the real estate deed fraud, not the foreclosure. This is why I don't want to hear all of that crap when people call me and want to talk to me about how unique their situation is. Do you have your deed? I had one dude tell me yes. No, man, you don't have your damn deed. I know you don't have your deed. Unless it's probably been in your family for like 125 years. And even then, I know they have a way to get your deed in the office because they're slick and they lie when their mouth's moving. That's how you know when they're lying. We already know they're slick and they lie when their mouth's moving. It's like this. They're lying. Lying. Okay. So that's the thing. My programs are structured. The number one goal in my program, if you're facing a property issue, is to stay in your house. The number two goal is to get your deed delivered to you. If you're facing jail, then one, obviously, you stay the hell out of jail. And the number two goal is to make them leave you the hell alone. And that's going to be the number third goal. Okay, I think you guys got the goal shit down. So we're going to move on. Now, this topic is probably going to be into a couple of videos. So we're just going to kind of touch on it tonight, and I don't think it's going to take a whole lot for you guys to figure out where we're going with this. So let's just get right into it. The judge's order. So first off, I would just start out objecting. Anytime the judge is making an order, I already know I'm going to object. I already know why I'm going to object. And it don't have nothing to do with, well, it does have something to do with his order, but it don't have nothing to do with whether or not he's ruling against me or no. So you always want to I always object to the judge's order because, number one, judge is full of crap. The judge is full of crap. So here's the problem with the judge's order. And anybody that thinks different on this, speak up, okay? Because I play football and I box. Those two things not smart people do. So I'm not I'm not that smart. So with the judge's order, well, I would object. And the main reason that I would object to the judge's order is because there's no facts of finding or conclusions of law. There you go. There are no facts of findings or conclusions of law. That is what a judge in a judicial court would do. They would make a ruling based off of facts of findings and conclusions of law. Why is this important? I mean, I don't know, I'm not that smart, but I'm going to tell you right now, without facts of findings and conclusions of law, how the hell are you going to appeal? You have nothing to appeal. I mean, think about it. You have nothing to appeal if the judge doesn't produce a fact of finding and conclusions of law. So what kind of court would do that? Well, an administrative court. An administrative court is not part of the Constitution, and they don't have to do shit. And that's why they don't do shit. They don't do shit unless you sue their asses and punch them back in the face. Now, someone can tell me if I'm off base here. I'm a lot biased on the subject, and I know my shit. So that's why. There's no conclusions of law. There's no facts of finding. All there is just the judge's order. And people call me up all freaked out. Oh, the judge's order, or they message me, email me. Most people try to call me. I ain't even trying to. Okay. So, number one, I'm not going to tell you what to do. And I don't even want to talk to people when you're freaking. Okay? Because I can tell you right now, it ain't going to go well. It's not going to go well because people that are freaking out don't hear nothing. All they see is whatever it is that they're afraid of, the judge yelling in their face or something. I don't know. I don't know what they see. But they don't see what I need them to see because they're still talking crazy. I'm just saying. So before you even contact me about anything that the judge said or did, your job is to figure it the hell out. Do your research. Google that shit. Figure out what the hell the judge is talking about. Why the judge is doing that. Does the judge have a right to do that? And what you think you need to do to punch them back in the face. Now, when you contact me on Messenger or send me an email, that email is going to be like this. Hey, the judge did this, and it's bullshit, and this is why. And this is what I think I need to do because the judge did this. Now, I can look at that, and I can, well, maybe you might want to stick this in here or whatever, but it gives me an idea where you're at. I can't coach you if I don't know where the hell you're at. I can't. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be very, it would not be a very successful situation. Now, people call me and they want me to tell them what to do, and they call me all maxed out. If you haven't done your homework and figured out what the hell's going on and what you think you need to do, calling me has no value. It has very little value. It has very little value because I don't have time to remember what we talked about the last time we talked a month ago. And that's the case sometimes. So you guys need to keep that in mind. Without a fact of findings or conclusions of law, you got crap and the judge is liable. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Dave. And like I said, attorneys lie. So that I'm not sure what does have any. They tell you that because they make everybody believe that that's what needs to be done. And in fact, that is not, as people are finding out. Here is a link to my website. I want to let that run across the screen for you guys that might be interested in some of the products that I structure for people to do the punching with. And we're going to move on. So without the above, the judge is violating your due process rights because it's not fair. Without facts of law, facts of finding, conclusions of law, the judge is violating your due process because now you got shit to go to the appeals court with, and most people don't catch this. You have no grounds to appeal if the judge don't use the facts of finding and rulings of law. So that's a pretty important thing, I think, to remember when you get in this situation. Now, if there's no injured party, the judge has no jurisdiction in the first place, or damaged property. But in this case, we'll say injured party because it's not a matter of damaged property. Now, the other thing that I want to throw on the table here is if the magistrate judge is the one that's trying to remand your case, and which is the situation in a lot of cases, that opens up a whole new can of worms. A whole new can of worms. Now, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel on how to handle the magistrate judge situation. because basically the magistrate judge does not have judicial authority to be involved in your case at all without the signature of all of the parties involved in the case and their attorneys, if they have attorneys. So yeah, they're supposed to get signatures from the bank. Oh wait, the bank is a corporation, can't sign nothing. Oh, maybe that's why we sue the attorney's asses who actually signed. Huh. Okay. But if it's the magistrate judge, then you're going after the magistrate judge because the magistrate judge is the lesser judge and has no judicial authority to be in your case without your consent. And if you think that I don't know what I'm talking about, Google magistrate judge consent form for your state, and then I'm pretty sure you'll probably pull the form up that you're supposed to sign. And when you read that form, you'll see right on that form the law that the magistrate judge violated by taking jurisdiction and trying to send your case back to state court. I'm talking to federal judge, trying to send state back now. So that opens up a whole new can of worms. And okay, so I'm just going to touch on this bullshit everybody's doing. Oh, the judge has immunity. No, you need to go back and read that shit and stop believing their blah, 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 okay? Because the judge does have immunity, but not the one that's taking your shit. Okay, that immunity crap is for judges if they're doing their judicial functions. And these judges are not doing judicial functions. We covered that at the top of the program. They're administrative judges stealing people's. Okay, think about it. Think about it. So your property is the attorney filed his claim against the property. And then the attorney put it in court, paid to put it in court, and then force you to do all this. Okay, so then the attorney wants to have a hearing. So the attorney's buddy, a bar member, can rule and give your property to the attorney so the attorney can throw your family out in the damn street. I don't know. Somebody help me if I don't have this right, because that's the way that I've been seeing this, and is the reason why, one of the reasons why I do what I do. So how can the judge rule for the attorney when they're both? But oh wait, the state pays the state. They say the state licensed the attorney, and the state pays all of the people, the judge, the county recorder's office, the tax assessors. The state pays all of those people that are giving your ass the beat down for years while they're taking your property tax. Oh, wait. So it's actually illegal in the Constitution for private property to be taxed, not once, but in two different places. And don't call me and ask me for that, okay? Look that shit up yourself, just like I did. It's illegal for them to charge us. So they get your property registered in the office, and then they reclassify your property to one of their three commercial designations: residential, commercial, or for the sole purpose of taxation. And then they start taxing you. But see, people don't realize that the very first illegal lien was put on your property because they were allowed to register your property in their office. Once your property was registered in the office, the first illegal lien was put on your property. And the first illegal lien was the mortgage lien. So why was it illegal? It was illegal. Think about this. That there were several people who owned property before that anybody could take out a lien against it. All the owners have to be present to sign, right? Yeah. So the fact that they accepted the alleged lender accepted the homeowner's signature on that shit shows that the homeowner owned the and I smell stink. Hey, Nikki, welcome to the show tonight. And Nikki has been using the property tax package with pretty good success. One of our people, she reported to us here a few weeks back. They actually was able to get forced them to deliver the deed without even filing a lawsuit. That's pretty badass. And that happened, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, Nikki, because we haven't really talked about any specifics, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that shit happened because her people understood the document and knew what the hell was going on and kept it simple. My understanding, Judge asked him why you think, yeah, there's no law that says and now it's on the judge's ass. Now it's on the judge's ass, and that's how you got to do this. And saying some of my comments are not being posted to some destinations. Well, we're not going to worry about that right now because people can always watch it if they want to come back. Okay, that's great. That's awesome, David. But I'm going to help you just a tad bit here because you want to be punching. You said slapping. And I get it. You're on the right track here, but we're going to be punching them. Well, I know. You can slap them. Nice and slow. You want to punch them a few times, though, because you want to see the pain on the face for what they put you through and what they put your family through. So you want to get a couple. You want to get 1 or 2 punches in. But I like the slapping. You can slap the shit out of them. I like to make it nice and slow. That's how I like to roll with it because there ain't no reason to be in a hurry. You can only be in a hurry and rush around like you're crazy if you're getting your ass kicked. If you're in my program, you're not doing the same shit you were doing before. So that's what I remind people. You're not going to be doing the same shit you were doing before. That was getting your ass kicked. So yeah, I like that slapping part. I want to look at that a couple more times. Hey, Gino, welcome to the program, man. Gino is new to the program, too, and he got his fire already. So he's getting ready to rock and roll. I realize it's Easter, so we got family over, and so nobody's trying to talk about none of this stuff while the family's over. So I get it. That's why I moved the stream to Monday, the real stream, the first one I was going to have. This one I got to thinking, I'm sitting here, I need to punch somebody because if I don't get my punch in every week, then I started having trouble with my PST, my STD. My PTSD. Okay, never mind. I just love punching these people in the face and teaching people how to get this shit done. It's kind of like, they said I was mentally ill and sent my ass off to have a bunch of them. They actually sent me back. I had 4 mental evaluations in 4 of them states. They actually sent me back with a forced medication order, too. Yeah, that shit was really scary. But anyway, with the help of God and a lot of friends, I'm here and I'm not medicated. Well, I didn't take their medicine. That's all I'm admitting to. Oh, and now it's like I get to punch them back in the face a whole bunch of times every day by teaching you guys how to get this shit done. And now I changed the name to Entrepreneur Pro Se School because I want to start teaching people how to teach other people how to do this. And so I'm in the process of putting together my online course on my own website. And so that I don't have to worry about getting kicked off because I'm pretty sure I won't kick myself off of my over my website. Teachable kicked me off of their website after I posted Nikki Ross's video showing that they got these people to deliver their deed. And so, and the assholes at Teachable were telling me, oh, well, we don't like you telling people about being sovereign and all this kind of shit. I'm like, I don't even use that word. I think this is a stupid-ass word. I don't even use that word. They must have been talking about my affidavit of state citizenship or package or something. Or usually what happens is a bunch of attorneys call and complain, and they all complain about different stuff. So the asshole is trying to jam me up, don't really know what. Okay, so. Oh. Well, you don't really have to learn everything, Gino, in the 3 weeks. All you really have to do is be able to follow the instructional videos and updated instructional videos. The updated instructional videos are badass because they outline the changes that I made in the program based off of real-time feedback from people contacting me with how. Now, I don't need everybody contacting me because everything's pretty much, we've been rolling. So once we change from arguing their lies to jamming their asses up for the day-to-day state process they use to line you up in their bullshit. Once we changed over to that, there was some happy people and there was some grumpy ass, mofos over there. Because the judge had to step out and recuse himself, which is what happens in most cases when you actually add the judge and the state and the attorney who signed to your counterclaim to stick in their stuff. And now you just added them to their own lawsuit. And if you really want to get bad, then you can also add the attorney's property to your counterclaim as damages. And when you do that, you have to look up the attorney's property to make sure that you get all of the owner's names on there, which means more likely than not, you're going to get to add the attorney's spouse to the counterclaim, which is adding the attorney's spouse, the state, and the judge all to the attorney's lawsuit crap that they filed against you. That is a lot of fun. I did that with my sister. I can't talk about my sister's case. I did that with a friend of mine, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. So in my program, the power that you have is limited only by your stinking imagination or by your attitude. I talked about that in one video. This fighter jet trainer was saying the most important thing that you can bring to his cockpit to learn how to do without killing him and yourself and a bunch of people is your attitude. And I love that. That's the same here. You bring the wrong attitude, they know you got fire, but they ain't worried because they know your happy ass ain't going to burn nobody. Because you ain't talking shit. You ain't talking like you had enough. Oh, hell no, clerk, let me talk to your damn supervisor. You pissing me off. The hell with the supervisor pats me through to the judge. I know his ass just got back from lunch on Wendy's. Okay. I would say that. I absolutely would say that because here's the thing. If they think you're a normal person, the normal people are over there getting their shit out of the yard. So I'm just saying. They think you're a normal person, you're going to be over there getting your shit out of the yard. Yeah, Nikki, I in the eliminator prosecutor eliminator package, I have two demands for sanctions. One is based off of the fact that the court don't have jurisdiction because the statutes and codes are not valid laws. And then that's like 3.5. And then the other sanction is jamming them up for like the regular sanctions for Rule 11, failure to do a reasonable pre-filing investigation. And so each of those is 3.5. and you file those. They're like mini lawsuits. This is what we use in the prosecutor eliminator package to take control. Now, we only file it against the prosecutor, but you could add the judge in there if you want to. Most of the time, you don't need to, and it's always a good idea if you're getting control of the situation to leave their ass a back door, because you don't want to have to fight any harder than you want to, so you want to leave the back door for the judge, because they can't do shit without the judge, and that's why we added the judge. They can't do shit without the state. The state's paying their asses. Then we also added a temporary restraining order to block the state from receiving federal funding as long as they were violating citizens. Yeah, and that's actually in the Constitution. Well, we already talked about what your options are. They're on the website, man. So right now we're training, and we're not talking about individual options. Everybody knows what the options are for the coaching. So you friend me on Facebook, and then you can ask me any questions on Facebook. If you're invested in the prosecutor eliminator package or the online course, you still need to friend me on Facebook and ask your questions in Messenger. And if I feel like I need to contact you to make sure you understand, then I'll call you. But I don't call people for the lawsuit package because I don't have time for that. So, and my prosecutor eliminated package is relatively new. And I'm working very closely to make sure that the results that I'm saying we're going to get from it are what we're getting. And the packages have price right now. So if you're a legal coach and you want to help people stop this criminal bullshit they're doing to people, then you need to get that package. You're welcome, Gino. Now, I'm also thinking, I watched the program, and this guy ran a fancy restaurant, took these two people out to dinner. One person put salt on their food, and before they even tried it, and so that person, no offense to you, but that person was rude to some of the waiters, or whatever. So the guy, the owner of the restaurant, picked the other guy, mainly because he, tasted the food before he put salt on it. So I'm going to think that you need to watch the instructional videos before you worry about coaching, because you may not need any coaching. I structured this program to work without me here. I don't want people calling me all day and asking me stupid shit. So I'm trying to put these questions that people ask in the videos. Okay? I want this program to work if I'm not here. And there's a reason for that. Because the last time I left, it took me 33 months to get home. Now, I don't think it's going to take me that, well, I didn't leave. They came and got me. But anyway, I don't think it's going to take me that long to get home this time. But you know how it is. Okay, if you're the coach, you need to look down the road and you need to figure a program that's going to work based off of the conflict, the shit you have to deal with to make a roll. So that's all I'm going to say. And that's why I tell people, don't call me. People call me first, start asking. I had a guy call me today, want me to give him the rundown. I don't have time for that. Go get the rundown off of the instructional video or off of the description of the lawsuit package where I put everything on there, and then I actually have a list of every single document that comes in the package. Okay. And I did that so I don't have to go over everything with each person. Now, you guys stop and think about if you've had to call me or communicate with me, how that would look if I was doing all these things one at a time. So I'm just saying. Okay, let's get this thing wrapped up here. So the judge has no immunity, and that's one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's kind of touched on. I'm not going to spend much time on it because people who think judges have immunity are stupid. And no offense to anybody, but you are if you think the judge has immunity and that the judge can go out there and do all the stuff they're doing to you and get away with it. And no, I mean, hell, you have 5 years in just about every state to go after these people for wrongful foreclosure or whatever. So how could the judge be immune from doing this to people? I mean, that's crazy. And that's the shit that they tell people so that you'll go sit your happy ass down and feel like you don't have a chance. Now, people waste time doing an appeal all the time, and now you understand why you're wasting your time doing an appeal because it's not judicial court that you were in, and there's no conclusions or law or facts of finding. Without that, you have shit for an appeal. I'm just saying, and that's just my opinion based off of my experience, what I've been through, and I'm not that smart. But I don't see them in my face no more either. I'll throw that out there. Maybe that's not the smart in me. That's the asshole. Oh, so I think maybe you're in there, like I said, your attitude. If you don't have the right attitude, you need to go throw your own shit in the yard. So I'm just saying. I know some people looking at me grumpy over there when I say that. But you know what? It's the fact, Jack. If you don't have the right attitude, if you feel like your ass is kicked already, they already smell that fear in your face when you're getting out the car in the parking lot 2 blocks away. So I hope this will give you guys a little bit of idea, some options that you can be doing when the judge is up in your face. So many people think that, the judge ruled, the judge said it's over. It's over. No. It ain't over until your happy ass go sit down. Oh, they happy asses go sit down. Somebody got to go sit down for it to be over. And yeah, it's sad though because they trick people into doing that. But if you're in my program, you will learn that we ain't got time to go sit down. And we ain't trying to win nothing. Because to win means that, the judge is going to say, okay, yeah, you're right. And yeah, oh shit, come on now. Now, we're going to keep punching their ass in the face until they go sit the happy asses down or till the judge has to bail. And once the judge bails, they got shit for the program, and that's how we like it. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time tonight. Let's get some punches in. I'll see you guys on Monday. Don't be late. And bring those excuses the judge used to jam you up. I don't care how long ago it was. Bring them, because I can't wait to hear them. This is the only time I'm going to hear you whining. Okay, sorry. See you guys in a day or two.